Welcome to Time Well Spent, a podcast from LaborSync, the only real-time, multilingual timesheet software your business will ever need. Okay, so today we're jumping into a really compelling LaborSync blog article called Thankful Moments in Business Ownership. And our goal here isn't to look at the balance sheet. It's to get past the metrics and really focus on those small human moments that, well, give you the fuel to keep going.
Yeah, and it's so easy to get lost in that, right? You're just staring at revenue targets, growth graphs. But the article makes such a good point. If you don't actually stop to savor those little internal wins, you are basically speeding toward burnout. You have to know what sustains you.
That's the whole idea. Success isn't always the big headline. Sometimes it's just a process you designed finally clicking into place. The blog mentions this great example, a marketing firm owner named Sarah. And she's sitting in her car after a meeting, and she's just smiling.
Not exhausted, which is the usual feeling.
Exactly. She's smiling because her team ran the whole client presentation, and they did it flawlessly without her jumping in. That little moment proved her system worked.
And what's so fascinating there is when those solutions actually come to you. The article points out that these breakthroughs, they almost never happen at your desk.
Right.
It's 11 o'clock at night while you're brushing your teeth or you're out walking the dog. Your subconscious is it's connecting the dots in the background when you're not forcing it.
Right. So once you have that internal win, the conversation kind of shifts to the external side. Those random acts of customer kindness, the moments that just restore your faith when you're buried in admin work. You know, the construction client who brings coffee for the crew on a cold morning.
Or the business owner who refers 3 new clients just because they like your work, not because they expect a commission.
Exactly.
That kind of validation is so precious. The article had this story about a contractor who pinned a homeowner's handwritten thank you note to his office wall.
What did it say?
It was just thanking the crew for being so respectful and tidy. Just a small thing.
But I have to ask, is that? Is focusing on a handwritten note just being overly sentimental? Or is it like a necessary defense against all the toxic online reviews?
I think it's necessary. I mean, here's the thing. Digital reviews feel so transactional.
Yeah.
A handwritten note, an unexpected coffee.
Yeah.
That's a human transaction. It's this real, tangible proof that your work actually meant something to someone.
And speaking of people, that brings us to the next point, right? The gratitude you have for your team, for the people who believe in the vision and just keep showing up, especially when things get tough.
Exactly. When you surround yourself with people who share your core values, it completely changes the game. You don't have to micromanage.
You just trust them.
You trust them because you're all on the same page about how the work should be done, not just what needs to get done. That trust saves so much energy.
And the gratitude, it really goes both ways. You're thankful for them, of course, but you also realize, wow, my business is providing them with meaningful work. You get to be part of their journey.
Right. So if you tie all this together, the big theme is it's about being grateful for the messy parts too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Embracing the entire messy journey.
Yeah.
The failed experiments that taught you something crucial. The cash flow problems that forced you to be creative.
Yes. Those constraints, they aren't just problems. A cash crunch can force an innovation that you never would have thought of if money was easy.
And even the difficult conversations.
Especially those.
Yeah.
That's how you build real, authentic trust. The ultimate reward is knowing you've earned that resilience. You can change course. You're in control of your own destiny.
So before we wrap up, here's a thought for you to take into the week. Try to reflect on your own quiet moments. Forget the big milestones you post online. What was a hard-won lesson, maybe from a failure? That is now a policy you absolutely rely on. This episode of Time Well Spent was brought to you by LaborSync. Track employee hours and job site locations in real time from any device. Start your risk-free trial today at laborsync.com.